てしない未来広がるこの空、新しい自分に生まれ変わる、世界中幸せの勇気を降らせてみせるよ。始まるね、信じることからこの気持ち生きる証、果てしない未来広がるこの空、新しい自分に生まれ変わる、世界中幸せの勇気を降らせてみせるよ。その手つないで
Oh no, where'd I go? VTube Studios, oh there I am, it took me a second. Hello, how's everybody doing tonight? Hello Asterism, hello Dig. Yes, this is a Grahatia only stream tonight, he's taking over. It's his stream now, he's in charge. He's gonna control the entire stream. God, can you imagine how much anxiety that would give him? He wouldn't be able to handle it. Alright, let me center myself. I'm still in position from collab with Freya last week. But hello, Asterism and Dig! Thank you guys for being here. I know it's a lot later than usual. Yeah, just had a busy day. I've had a busy week. But I didn't want to cancel another stream, especially after I canceled last week's, which turned out to be the right choice because last week I just passed right out. Like around the time when I would have been streaming. So, you know, sometimes it's just be like that. Only 7:30 in the morning, nothing big. Well, thank you for being here anyways, Dick. Oh my gosh, I hope you got a good sleep last night. I hope you're doing well. It's nice to see you here. I appreciate you guys coming. I know it's later than usual. This would usually be when I'd be kind of thinking about, oh, I should wrap up stream soonish. But, you know, I was just like, I just want to stream. I want to stream. So even if tonight's a little bit chiller, a little bit quieter, I figured that's okay. That's all right. Sometimes that's nice. Are you leaving for the airport in an hour? Are you going on a trip, Dick? I hope you have a safe flight. I hope you have a good time getting through the airport. Oh my gosh. So that's fair enough. If you're just chilling on mobile, like, I just hope you have a good time at the airport. I hope you have a good trip. Oh, let me see. Are you going to TwitchCon? Oh my gosh, in Amsterdam. Woo! Oh my gosh, didn't Nox say in the Prismaria Discord that he's also going to Amsterdam? Oh, are you guys both gonna be there? That's really cool! I hope you have fun. I hope you really enjoy it. Yeah, even if you guys don't like meet up or anything, I hope you both respectively have great times there. That should be a lot of fun. That's so exciting. But yeah, have a really great trip. And yeah, awesome. I hope you will. That's cool. I've never been to TwitchCon, but I'm very interested in going. It seems like it could be a really good time. Be very, very good. But, alright. I am gonna go ahead and I'm gonna move over to the game now. I'm gonna also double check. Boo, 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 boo. How's the game? Do you guys hear it well enough? Is it okay over my volume? Alright. So it's a little quiet on my end, but I know it's very different for you guys. Mermamina, hello! How are you tonight? Oh, let me try this. Okay. How about this? How's game now? Is this a good balance? Oh, it's always fun trying to rebalance games. I'm gonna make my water a bit bigger too, since now it doesn't have to be Freya size. Alright. Okay, let's try. How's this? How does this go against my voice? Oh man. It's such a pain. I think I need to just go in one day and record myself over all the different games I want to play on Switch and take notes down on where the audio should sit on all of them. But I swear to God, normally this would be like you guys saying it's too loud. So if it's different than usual, this should be this should be, I think, pretty average, or at least where it gets to be louder. At the very least, yeah, if it gets difficult to hear, please do tell me. I'm always happy to stop and adjust, because I want to make sure that you guys can enjoy the game as much as you can. Alright, let me remember. I normally would kind of go back over my VOD with this game and try and kind of review what happened last time I played to make sure that I'm up to date. But my week has been so crazy. I haven't had time to do that. I have barely even been home. I've been out with family most of the time because my siblings are here from out of the, straight up out of the country. Both of them and their significant others are here. So it has been very busy, and I've barely even been able to be at home. So, and let me go over this, because I remember we were basically called on to act as a defense attorney at the trial for a man who had nobody else, and he was accused of killing somebody alone in a carriage at night. The carriage basically had 2 levels. There were 2 other people on the top level and the driver, and then the defendant was alone with the victim, supposedly alone with the victim, inside the carriage. So that is what I remember. Yeah, so let me see. I want to examine this a bit closer. Yes, Mason, the brickmaker. Yes. Yuzuki, hello! How are you? It's good to see you. How are you doing? Let's see, 10 to 11 p.m. He was stabbed once in the abdomen with a knife while journeying in an omnibus. Died due to internal hemorrhaging resulting from trauma. I'm doing well, Yuzuki. I had a really good day today. So I'm in a very good mood. Even though it took me a while to get here, I'm very happy. And oh, you have your new emote! Look at that, it's so cute! Aww, Yuzuki and her pen lights, I love it! That's so cute! It looks great. Oh, it came out so cute. In time for River City Bros, exactly, perfect. Let's see. Oh! Hello, Pork Chow Lane! Thank you so much for the raid! Pork Chow howdy! Hello, thank you guys! Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, I guess we're really raiding. Let me give you a shout out. Welcome, raiders. Oh, Digsy. I cannot say words. Digbc Art. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. Shut up. Yes, you were just playing the quarry. How was that going? How was the stream? How did it go for you guys? I am just reviewing some evidence for the beginning of this. Well, we're not at the beginning. We're at the first. We just finished the first break of this case. Oh, nice, perfect. The no spoilers. That's good. Diggabee's Art. Thank you so much, Diggabee's Art. I appreciate that. But yes, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you guys for dropping by. Thank you for choosing to raid. Yes, Pork Chow Lame, is a great guy. He's super funny. He's super good. You guys should definitely give his stream a check if you guys want to. He's a really good dude, a really funny dude. I've known him for a few years now, and he's great. It's good on your second round, and hopefully not killing all the campers. I hope not! I really do need to check out the quarry properly. I know a little bit about it, but not a ton. Ugh, but I know I loved Until Dawn. Until Dawn was so fun. So I really do want to check out the quarry sometime. Yes. See, but like goofy is exactly what I want out of it, you know? Like Until Dawn was pretty goofy too. So it's just like, you know what, if this feels like a bad B horror movie or like even a parody of bad B horror movies, like, I don't know, I'll be happy if it's like intentionally silly or if it's unintentionally silly, you know? It's like, as long as it's a good time, as long as it's an entertaining time, I am so down for that. Alright, let me... I don't think I've properly examined these gloves like this. Let me take a look. This is definitely blood, isn't it? Not the most pleasant sight to be confronted with on our first day in London. Well, nothing will come of grumbling now. No. By the way, is Mr. McGilded right-handed? Yes, I believe so. He was toying with a coin in his right hand a little earlier. That is a good question to ask. Thank you. Pity. If only you'd been left-handed. I think blood on either glove would be fairly incriminating, really. I mean, that's a good point. Okay, is there anything on the backside? Does not seem like it. Oh yes, have a good lurk! Go and get a good snack. Yeah. Always good after a stream to go take a little break. Okay, the omnibus. Then the murder weapon was the knife. Yes, looks quite valuable. Yeah, let me examine this. That part is the sheath, isn't it? Are you alright, Mr. Naruhodo? Hmm? Oh, sorry, yes, I just don't really like blades. Oh! Oh! Those don't seem like the words of a man with a large katana slung from his waist, but it's Kazuma's! It means a lot to him, it's Kazuma's! That's not a blade, that's Kazuma's soul! Oh my god, I miss Kazuma! Anyway, there's no sense in delaying it. Let's see what the blade looks like. Ooh, okay, interesting. Let's see. Ugh, that looks a lot like blood. It surely is blood, the victim's. Ugh, an Englishman's blood looks a lot like a Japanese man's blood. Did you think it wouldn't? Sorry, it's just that we've only just arrived here in Great Britain. I'm finding it a little hard to adjust. Yes, I do understand. Let's see. Anything else on this side? Let's flip it around. I know that M's there. just double check. That's probably just the blood again. I'll make sure. Okay, yes. Good to make sure that I'm not missing a clue. Let's grab this M. An ornate letter M, undeniably Mr. Magnus McGilded's initial. And it's beautifully gilded, too. It must be very valuable, I should think. Oh, what is it? Look at this M. If you turned it upside down, it becomes a W. This could change everything. A W? Yes, this is one of those, you know, turnabout cases. I'm sure of it. I'm afraid I don't know it all, but what I'm sure of is that this is an M. Oh, well, that idea was quickly quashed. That would have been handy. That would have been nice. Oh well, though. And then the ledger. Oh, right, we found out one of the men who was the witness on the upper floor of the omnibus. He was also in debt to the defendant, Mr. McGilded. So he had ample motive to lie about what he saw. Yes, all sorts of secrets on London's gentry. Oh dear, do you really think we ought to look inside? Well, it's not as though we know any of London's gentry personally, is it? Apart from our great detective friend, perhaps. Actually, I wonder. I assure you we will not find Mr. Sholmes' name inside. Well, let's see what we find. Right, so... double check. I'm pretty sure we already had to examine this. Gosh, it's crammed full of gentlemen's names, isn't it? But I'll refresh myself. Well, I suppose they're probably not all gentlemen at all, are they? After all, not everyone in this country is well off. Yeah. Okay, I think that's a good refresher on the evidence for me. Let's get into the story. What on earth just happened in there? Mr. Naruhodo, I've managed to find out what happened. Miss Susato, I was told it was an advanced form of smoke grenade, a type of exploding device that releases smoke. Oh right, that happened! I forgot about that, oh my gosh! A smoke grenade? It sounds like the sort of thing ninjas use. They're just making sure everything is safe now. I think the trial will start again before long. But who would have done something like that? The police managed to catch someone who was trying to flee the courtroom, apparently. Flee the courtroom? Why? Well, it's a young girl of around 15, I hear. A young girl? Then could it be... the other passenger that Mr. McGilded was just talking about? Yeah, we found out it was like a young girl. Right, I remember we were making jokes like, is it gonna be a young lady murderer again? My thoughts exactly. So he wasn't lying. Oh, what's become of Mr. McGilded, actually? There's so many things I need to ask him about, but he's not here. I think he was summoned to the prosecutor's antechamber to answer questions, along with the young girl. Ooh, who is she, I wonder? And what was she even doing here at the trial? She was taking a huge risk, and for what possible benefit to herself? There's another matter that's troubling me. What's that? The 20 pence. Oh, what is it, Susato? Tell me. According to the coachman, Mr. Beppo... I love this animation, that's so cute. He took 4 passengers that night at a fare of 5 pence each. That comes to a total of 20 pence exactly. But now it seems there were in fact 5 passengers, which means the figures don't seem to add up again. Yeah, I was wondering about that too. What does that mean? She's right. That is strange. Counsel for the defense, kindly proceed into the courtroom. The trial will recommence in 5 minutes. Oh, thank you, officer. We'll go in straight away. Well, whoever she is, I imagine this young girl will be asked to take the stand and testify now. I really can't imagine what she's going to say, but it could alter the whole direction of this trial. We'll know soon enough, Miss Susato. Yes! Oh, I'm excited! What are we gonna find out? Oh, I'm curious even just to see her design. Alright, 18th February, 1 o'clock p.m., the Old Bailey courtroom. Ooh! Hello? There's the young girl next to Mr. McGilded. Look! She must have been the one who caused the disturbance before. Ooh. Well, after that rather eventful recess, the court will now resume the trial of Mr. Magnus McGilded. Now then, Lord Von Ziegson. My lord. I believe you have established the cause of the smoke which failed the proceedings earlier. It seems to have been an advanced form of smoke grenade, of the sort typically employed by the army. Good gracious! The army! What in the devil's name? It was an elaborate attempt by a young girl to cloak her escape from the public gallery, but she was caught, and now occupies the stand. Ooh, your name, girl? Are you responsible for the smoke grenade which induced such pandemonium here in my courtroom? Oh. What is the meaning of this deplorable behavior? Ah, she's silent. If I may, my lord. Yes, Mr. McGilded. I think perhaps I ought to explain here. Why is it that this wee lass was here in the first place, and why she tried to bolt like that? It's all tied up with the events of that night, so it is. Very well, Mr. McGilded. Give your testimony. You will explain to the court exactly how this young woman is involved in the case. Ooh, I'm excited. God, he's hot. He's so fucking hot. I forgot how hot he is. Oh. Just what did happen that night? It's not like a defense lawyer needs that information or anything. I like that they're kind of lampshading how much defense lawyers in this game get the short end of the stick. It's always funny. Every game I'm like, man, no, my tits can't be calmed, Dig. You can't calm them. They're out of control. They're out of control. Let me get them bouncing. Yeah, there we go. We're getting them bouncing. They're not calm. They can't be calmed. You can't control my tits, Dig. On the night in question, I took the back seat in the omnibus and promptly nodded off. Then, grah, a loud thud. Thank you for the sound redeem. See, that's what happens with my tits. Travesty, hello! Nice to see you. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. You sure came in at a time. Why do people always have timing like this? Whenever I'm doing something weird on stream, this someone comes right in. Oh my gosh, okay. Can you tell I'm like, I had a long day, but I'm weirdly full of energy. I'm feeling a little like, just like that right now. I'm unchained, I'm loose, I'm free. And I'm on the internet, being my cringe self. Okay, it's true, I'm all... Dig, you're right, but did you have to say it? Listen, we all know I'm a freak here. We all know I'm a freak. But you know what? You know what? Sometimes we pretend that I'm just normal. I'm a normal girl. I'm a normal girl with normal thoughts who only says normal things. Yes, I'm cringe, but I'm free. Asterism gets it. If you're a freak like me, wave your flag. Hell yeah. Asterism. Don't talk to me. Don't. Yuzuki, I know why you're posting the creature. He's on the freak flag. Can somebody design the freak flag with the creature in the middle of it? Okay, thank you for the creature redeem. Let me get him on. Let me grab him. Let me grab my boy. La creatura. Come here, my boy. My love. Wow. There we go. Oh, I need to close the Life 2D menu. I always forget to do that. Listen, and Yuzuki? He has feet. Those are legs and feet. They're nothing else. Nilla only tells lies. Okay, you guys? So, that is where we're leaving that. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't... But I know that's why you posted him! I know! You... Listen, I am so used to you bringing up the feet thing with him that it's what I expected, okay? You set that precedent for yourself, okay? So, you need to live with that. That's the consequences of your own actions, okay? So, go regret your actions and deeds. Then, Raga! A loud thud and a wee scream woke me up with a fair start. There was a fella collapsed on the floor at me feet, so I sat him up on the seat across from me. Then I turned to find out where that scream had come from, and bless my soul, what did I find? No! Listen, it's not my fault. I didn't know Doritos weren't spelled like that. I didn't know they weren't spelled like that. I thought that was how you spell Doritos. I didn't know, okay? It's coincidence. Listen. There was a child in there, all curled up in a ball, hiding her wee self away. Listen. I remain somewhat baffled, I confess. But from what I gather, on the night in question, this young girl was indeed riding in the omnibus. Is that correct? I'm so glad you have fun, Travesty. I'm so glad I come up here and I do my little freak dance on the internet for you all, and you enjoy it. That's all I can ask for. It is exactly as the defense counsel said. This last was the 5th passenger, my lord. Whoa. Rabble, rabble, rabble. Very well. The defense may now cross-examine the witnesses. Are you ready, counsel? Yes, my lord. Or rather, no. I have no idea where to start. Yeah, I didn't see a contradiction in there. We'll press and see if we can find something. Aw, you struggle with push-pull doors in Phasmo. Listen, it's harder than it looks, so I empathize with you completely. He's just like me, for real. On the night in question, I took the back seat in the omnibus and promptly nodded off. Okay, let's press. And when you first got onto the omnibus, were there any other passengers already on board? There were not. The cabin was empty and there was no one on the roof deck either. You were the first passenger, as it were. I see. Aye, and that's why I took the backside as I did. It is most comfortable, so it is. Yeah, that's just how being a lawyer is. If you want to be a lawyer in Ace Attorney, you gotta be just a little guy who's full of anxiety. That's the rule, okay? That is how it has to be. Could you explain exactly what you mean by the back seat? By all means. 'Tis how you already described it earlier. I'm talking about the seat opposite the one in which the poor gentleman who was stabbed was sitting. Like I said, 'tis the most comfortable and where I feel most at ease. Yes, Yuzuki's streams are great. Definitely everyone should support her. She's wonderful. She's super wonderful and a great time, and basically she deserves more love. And of course, I enjoy gazing through the skylight from time to time as well. Okay, a loud thud and a wee scream. A loud thud, you say, and a scream. Aye, that's right. How can I explain it? It was like the sound of someone falling to the ground. That sort of noise. So you think it was the sound of Mr. Mason falling to the floor having been stabbed. You know what? Let's make sure everyone corrects this. If you haven't followed Yuzuki already, you really should. Her Lobotomy Corporation streams are great, and in a couple weeks we are going to be working together more on our collab, River City Girls. We're going to be playing New Game Plus, River City Bros. And we plan to play River City Girls 2 once it's released, so, you know, if you are here at my stream for me, Yuzuki is worth going to check out too. She's great, she's a very old friend of mine, she is like my best friend in the world, so you should definitely check her stuff out. Yeah. Well now, you'll remember I was asleep at the time, so I wouldn't like to say. When the sound woke me and I opened my eyes, there wasn't a soul to be seen in the carriage but the fellow on the floor. You didn't see anyone. But at the same moment, you did hear a scream. Ah, from the seats above you on the roof deck, I presume. Not above me, no, my lord. It was from inside the cabin. But I wasn't altogether thinking about the scream. No, I was too stunned by the desperate sight before me eyes. Wah! Yuzuki. Thank you, that's so sweet of you. But yeah, collabing with Yuzuki is great. Honestly, if you like my sense of humor, you'll probably like hers too, just because we've known each other for many years, and, you know, that is my recommendation. My recommendation is follow Yuzuki, give her a chance. Her lobotomy stream, or her lobotomy corporation streams are great. You can even make yourself a character in Lobotomy Corporation who has to do funny little tasks for her, and I'm so upset because I really want my character to die horribly, and my character refuses to die. She just keeps surviving everything. Yeah, you stream lobotomies. Could you imagine? Surgeon Sim. No, it's real life lobotomies. Just right out there on Twitch. There's a fella collapsed on the floor at my feet. Alright. You sat him up. The victim, you mean? That I did. On the seat across from me, as I said. I could plainly see the poor devil was already gone. You wouldn't leave a dead man just lying on the floor now, would you? She's 187. Yes, Yuzuki is eternal. She has lived for millennia. She's seen so much. She was there. She was there for so many things. I'm trying to think of like a historic event, but I'm blanking. I'm too stupid for this. Yeah, you watched the dinos die safely from the moon. Perfect, thank you. You're smarter than me, thank you. It is common courtesy, so it is. I find that a little hard to believe. Ara! Did he just Ara? Did he just Ara? What? This is Irish Melly. We found Irish Melly. Yeah, you see you found Zeeks and you call Ara Ara? Ara Ara? Now why would that be? You wake to find a man lying dead at your feet in a carriage. Any normal person would hail the cabman. Any upstanding member of London society, that is. Ara ara? Well now, as you know, I'm in something of a special line of business. The business of lending money at exorbitant rates of interest. Unfortunately, my lord, not everyone is thankful.
Devastation! It was not my intention!
Oh my gosh! Thank you for the sound, Redeem. It's so funny. I need to get... Where is the... I need to get it so... Let me add... There we go. There's the blurb. Now that will show up whenever somebody uses... Because I've been meaning to do that for a while. I want it to show up what sound redeem is being used whenever somebody redeems one, and I keep forgetting to add it to the screen. I finally remembered, so now it will be there. Thank you so much. Right. Unfortunately, Lord, not everyone's thankful for the help I offer them, and some would even see me dead. So I do try, where at all possible, to avoid getting myself in a tangle with trouble. Are you suggesting you were just going to leave the man there? Heavens alive, no. I was always intending to report it, so I was. Only, I don't mind to find out the whys and wherefores first. The whys and wherefores? Right you are. There were some details I wanted to understand before anyone else got to meddling. That wee scream I heard, for example. Wouldn't your good self do just the same? Yes, the scream he says he heard at the same time as the thud of the victim collapsing. Alright.
Hold it!
Where did you turn? I'm afraid I don't understand. I'm sure you told the court there was no one else in the carriage except yourself and the victim. So I did, sir, so I did. As far as I could see, that is. What do you mean by that? Well now, 'tis a queer thing. The wee scream I heard as I woke up. It came from, if you'll excuse the vulgar expression, under me backside. Just casually walk into the store with a big chock full on my back. Oh, look at all those Leos! Oh my gosh, I love that Essie has added so many Leos to her stream. I bet it makes her so happy. What a little guy. Good gracious. Under your backside. And when I lifted the seat on which I'd been sitting, look at that little cane, look at him go. I found there was a wee cubby hole there for storage. Mr. Naruhodo, we can examine the omnibus ourselves, remember? Right, let's do it. Let's go inside. Oh, nice! That's really good, Dig. That's a good way to save some money. You just have a tiny handbag. I mean, like, yeah, as long as you have everything you need, you know, perfect. That's awesome. Alright, let's go inside the omnibus. Okay, so the one he's specifically talking about is over here. Yes, wide enough for two gentlemen to sit side by side. Of course, an English gentlewoman would be dressed in such finery. It would be quite impossible for her to climb up to the roof deck, so she would have to be seated in here. One in kimono would have the same problem. And is it... Whoops! Oh no, did I lose tracking? Oh, let me move myself over. I think it's just slightly too far off to the side. Then let me recalibrate to this new. I like how for some reason when it's calibrating it makes me look down like that. I wonder why it does that. Anyways, it's this we're talking about, I think. Yes, gaming is the most important need. I can't wait for the iPhone. Never thought I would say that. I know, right? But I've been told that iPhones have the best tracking for like live 2D and like VTube Studio stuff. So I was surprised. I totally thought I should be investing in like a nice webcam, but I got told like no, your iPhone's gonna do a better job. So I was really surprised by that, but it's really nice. Yeah, their face tracking is so good. Like, I'm glad because I already had an iPhone, so it makes my life way easier to begin with. But I was really surprised. I thought it would take more setup and it would be more complicated than that. The seat has a handle, it seems. Oh yeah, that looks big enough for a person to fit in. This is a storage compartment, but there's nothing in here. It's totally empty. Something doesn't seem right here, but I can't put my finger on what it is. I'm gonna compare it with the other. One. Or maybe there's not another one here. Okay. Interesting. Let me see. Anything seem out of place here? I do notice there are these two little divots, kind of, in the wood here, but I'm not sure if that actually is anything or if that's just kind of part of the texture of it all. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Yes, of course. The whole bus was submitted as evidence. This would be a very good time to have a thorough look around inside. And that's when I found her. Yeah, they need that face tracking for those emojis.
Hold it!
Let's see. You say she was hiding herself. Aye, that's right. It was hard to see in the dim lamplight, but she was all curled up in a wee ball. When our eyes met, well, me heart nearly stopped beating in me chest. You're really overacting this. Still and all, I pulled her out from under there and sat her on the seat opposite so I could have a wee chin wag with her. The seat opposite. Next to the dead guy? That's right, just next to the dead gentle... Bro! You sat this young girl next to a corpse, sir. Well, as I'm sure I mentioned, a gentleman in my position can all too often find himself in mortal danger. So, I needed to find out just who this urchin was, you see. While I was in the middle of talking with her, I heard another scream, a fella's voice this time. Presumably, that scream was Mr. First, who was sitting on the roof deck seats. Right you are again, I would say, sir. Looking down through the skylight, he must have seen this young girl and the gentleman with the knife in his belly. In other words, the previous witnesses did not, in fact, see what all Mr. McGill did. What they believed to be yourself and the victim was, in fact, this girl and the late Mr. Mason. Aye, my lord. I was, as I think everyone understands now, sat at the back of the carriage, out of sight. It is certainly plausible. The defendant is somewhat diminutive in stance, and readily confused perhaps with this young girl. After that, of course. With the scream from the gentleman over us, the driver realized something was wrong and pulled up the horses. But he didn't hear the first scream? Thank you, I've heard enough. The events as explained are clear in my mind. However, at least one conundrum remains. Who is the girl? Her name is Gina Lestrade, my lord. She's a chancer, earns her crust among large crowds, relieving people of their purses. Ooh, a pickpocket. What's commonly called a pickpocket, yeah! What? This girl here, a petty thief. Yeah, women's wrongs, dude. We believe in them, women's wrongs. Order! Order! Is this true, Miss Lestrade? Miss Lestrade, you will answer the question. Oh! Hello? How dare you? What is the meaning of this? Oh! The girl, she's gone! She's girl bossing! Open your eyes. Oh! I'm over ear. Good gracious, how... Ooh, this on. What was the point of that little sidestep? She's gotta show off. I know what you lot are thinking. Grown-ups are all the same. This dirty little dipper, you'll say, slipped up and got caught on the job. She got herself backed into a corner, so she knifed the gent. Go on, that's what's in your head, ain't it? No, not at all. This is a court of law. We're here to determine the truth, not cast... Poor Rinosuke. Look, knives are for cowards. Only thugs use weapons like that. All I need for what I do is these fingers. I'm a professional, alright? Maybe not in your eyes, but I got pride in what I do. She's so cute. She's spunky. I like her. Let me guess. You don't count smoke guns among weapons for thugs? Oh, this? Yeah, this was in a bag I lifted the other day, down where they keep four-wheeled drags. It's nice, isn't it? I like pink best. Oh, do not wave that thing in my direction again. Oh no, he's pouring his wine again. So, you admit that you were riding the omnibus on the night in question. Tis all right, lass. You can tell them the truth now. All right, yeah. It's just like the Irishman said. Ooh. The court accepts this girl, Miss Gina Lestrade, as a valid and significant witness in this case. Accordingly, young lady, we will now hear your testimony, if you please. You will tell the court exactly what happened in the omnibus on the night in question. Alright, if I have to. Ooh, I'm excited for her testimony. What the girl saw. So I snuck inside the carriage before they hooked up the horses, just like always. But it was a right old waste of time. I got nothing to show for me troubles that night. I'll tell ya, you can't see a blind thing in that hiding place. It's pitch in there. Then, after a while, I heard this loud bang. Nearly jumped out of my skin, I did, and the scream just came out. A loud bang. It's because of that, the swell found me. It did help me get away, mind. Interesting. Yes, he let you go. I fail to understand why you would let this street urchin go, Mr. McGilded. Oh, 'tis simplicity itself, my lord. You see, she couldn't possibly have killed the other passenger. I knew that for a fact, because you were sitting on where she was. How? As I'm sure I said before, sir. I was sitting right on top of the place where she was hiding herself. I think a demonstration is called for. This is where I was sat that night. And the cubbyhole of which you have spoken is underneath this seat, I presume. Yes. It does appear just large enough to accommodate someone of the girl's stature. Aye, but of course, the wee lass was stuck in there. Because I parked myself on the seat for the duration. Ah. So you see, that's why I let the lass bolt. Lurking while you try to make emotes that don't suck. Aw, good luck, Travesty. I hope it goes well. Emotes are a lot of work. I knew that the police found her there. They'd automatically assume she'd done it. But I couldn't live with myself when a young life was ruined when all the time I knew she was innocent. Even though you must have realized your action would result in your own innocence being called into question. Not at all, my lord, not at all. Oh. I knew in my own heart that I was innocent. So I thought it was worth taking a punt on my own good name for the sake of this less fortunate lass. I wonder if that really was all it was. My goodness. What a perfect gentleman. My lord, this fine example of a man cannot possibly be guilty of a heinous crime like this. I'm ashamed of myself for ever doubting you, sir. I don't know, that's technically good for us, but I don't know how I feel. I'm like, guys, we can't make this decision like this. With calm, calculated reasoning, one arrives clearly at the truth every time. Oh. Saints alive! All 6 members of the jury consensual in their leaning to a verdict of not guilty. But we haven't found out the truth. Mr. Naruhodo, this, well, it must mean... It must mean what? That we're victorious! We've won? Are you sure?
Objection!
I'm good. I'm normal. I'm normal. I'm normal. I'm normal. I wasn't expecting him to do that. Sir. You know, why'd he get his leaky up there? For what reason? The sight of my iron-heeled Wellington offends. Pray do forgive the discourtesy. I'm trying my best to do his voice like this. This really is a consummate example of the one monumental flaw in British judicial practices. Thanks, Travesty. Where evidence and reasoning should be paramount, emotion rules the day. Emotion? The witness's latest statement gives us a clear insight into his true nature. What do you mean, his true nature? Do you really think Scotland Yard would have made such a glaring omission? After the incident, the omnibus was comprehensively searched by officers of the police. Obviously, the interior of this cubbyhole, as the witnesses put it, was included in their investigation. Huh. Fantasy, dream about me, and all that we could do with this emotion in the courtroom. God. The words of our queen, Carly Rae. Amen. The compartment under the posterior seat was full of the coachman's belongings. It's noted in black and white here in the police report. Good lord! The evidence has been tampered with. In order to corroborate Mr. McGill's story, someone has unlawfully removed everything from under the seat. What? Oh no, oh no. Oh no. What does this mean then? Order! Order! How would such a devious contrivance possibly have affected counsel? Naturally, we must acknowledge the deficiency of the constabulary in allowing this to have happened. However, I assure you, when the omnibus was wheeled into the courtroom this morning, the compartment under the seat was not empty. Well, my Nipponese friend. Every time I'm like, am I allowed to say that? I don't feel like I should be allowed to say that. Like, I know it's not, like, technically, like, something people would, like, normally consider offensive, but it feels very offensive to me. I feel like I shouldn't say it. Me? When the carriage was submitted as evidence, doubtless you examined it in fine detail, as would any self-respecting practitioner of the law. Pray, what did you find the condition of the under-seat compartment to be? It was empty. It was empty. Oh, to be sure, the young gentleman will be able to clear this up in a jiffy. Sorry? Go ahead. You tell the court now, fella. How this is all an elaborate excuse by the desperate Lord Van Zeeks. Well, counsel, do you have something to say on this matter? I don't know if I trust our defendant. How am I supposed to answer? What can I say about the state of that little compartment under the seat in the omnibus? It was empty when I looked. This has to be it. I feel like I'm doing something wrong. Yes, I'm fairly sure it was empty. If I'm honest, my memory about all this is a little hazy. No, I checked, it was empty. As I suspected. It seems, my lord, that this Eastern initiate has the scruples of a by-the-street wine merchant. Hello? Mr. Naruhodo? Perfect. That's why the fella is representing me, after all. I feel like we're getting played. He knows just what to say, does he not? I don't like this. I'm stressed. Well, no, it would seem the argument is moot. And the truth of the matter is there for you all to see, after all. The there cubbyhole under the seat is as empty as the devil's heart, so it is. That we can be sure of, at least. Why? Oh, why do I feel like something's not right here? Me too! Me too, Runosuke! I should like the jury to weigh in on this matter, I think. I don't like this. That compartment is designed to house equipment used to maintain the smooth running of the carriage. The Guild's rules state that omnibuses should be properly and fully equipped at all times. So it certainly wouldn't have been empty on the night in question. Beppo isn't that irresponsible. That money-lending fleecer and the pig purse are lying. I can't believe I was nearly taken in. The stinking rich are always stinkers. Nothing but cowards, the lot of them. What? Oh no. It's a trick. Of course it's a trick. Man, I have no idea where this case is gonna go. I don't know if I want to find our defendant innocent. He's really suspicious. I feel like he's playing me. Quite so. I must concur here. I guess Haven's okay. With calm, calculated reasoning, one arrives clearly at the truth every time. Yes, but every time a different truth, it seems. My lord, I humbly exhibit the scales of justice. Clearly, a verdict of not guilty at this time would be wholly inappropriate. Thank you, counsel. But before we proceed any further, there's the matter of the outstanding cross-examination. Yeah, I need to do that. Let me do that. Counsel for the defense, begin your questioning of the witness, please. Yes, my lord. What just happened? The whole balance of the trial just shifted almost beyond recognition. The Reaper of the Bailey is at work, it would seem. I don't know if Van Zieks would lie about that, you know? Okay.
Hold it!
Just like always, you say. So, you were already in the omnibus before it even set off on its run. The lady annoys you? Well, yeah, I mean, what's the point of spending a joey to make a few bob, eh? That's a rum idea, innit? I suppose she means there's no point spending money to make money. It actually makes sense. Counsel, may I remind you that this girl's a petty thief. Kindly refrain from entertaining her tenants. Well, that does clear up the little mystery of the fares and all. 4 paying passengers at 5 pence apiece make it the 20 to which the cabman testified. And 1 little scapegrace ride in for free. The red conch of a driver always goes for some grub before his last run at sea. So that's when I slip into the carriage and get myself in and under the seat. Nice and easy, right? But your hiding place is a storage compartment, full of equipment for the coach. No. Yeah, there's brushes and buckets and whatnot in there, sure. I always chuck all that out and cram it in a corner somewhere. No one ever seems to bother much. And yet, according to the report filed by the police officer who first arrived at the scene, the compartment was full of such paraphernalia. Well, I don't know nothing about that. Like I said, I moved all that stuff out so I could hide under the seat. That's all I can tell you. Yeah, with the calm reasoning, one can only arrive at the most likely truth given the evidence at hand. One should never assume we have all evidence at hand. Exactly. We gotta take a minute and we gotta figure out what's going on, and it's always better to assume that we're missing something or that something new could come to light. If, you know, you don't want to jump to conclusions based on incomplete, evidence. Gotta be patient. You gotta test your theories and slowly build them together. It seems we've reached the end of that line of inquiry. Continue. Alright.
Hold it!
A waste of time. Why is that? Well, most nights I'm on my own and God permit, at least some of the time. I beg your pardon? Did you say God permit? Oh, yeah, well, that's what my kind call it. You say the omnibus, I suppose. The point is, any normal run, the carriage ain't got no one in it for a while. And that's when you come out of your hiding place and get away? Yeah, of course, the lawn jump conclusions is the national sport of all AA games. Nothing like a good Ace Attorney bluff. That's right, only that night. This cove was sat on me seat from the start. And he didn't budge the whole way, did he? Not 1 inch. I was totally stuck. Do you mean to tell us that you were present in the carriage for the duration? You were under the seat the entire time whilst events unfolded in the enclosed cabin. Yeah. Right, mister? To be sure, to be sure. I was as shocked as anyone. You don't expect to lift the cushion you've been sat on and find a child now, do you? So this Mrs. Strahd couldn't possibly be the culprit then.
Hold it!
Right, it's pitch in there. So you couldn't see out the cabin at all. Not a jot. Most days I push the cushion up with me Ed, and look out the crack. Then I can have a butcher's at who I'm gonna fiddle. I thought you were a pickpocket, not a butcher. Oh, your biggest crush in middle school is called Gina, the only person you know IRL with that name? Yeah, it's not a very common name these days, is it? That's kind of cute that you get to reminisce on an old crush like that, though. I mean, I can have a look. The seat I get under ain't as plush as the other one, see? So most of the time, the passengers planned themselves opposite. But for some reason that night, this here Irishman spent the whole journey right over me head. And for that reason, you weren't able to push the cushion up to peek out. I see. Truth is, I ain't too happy in small dark places. Feels too much like being thrown in the clink. It's the only place to hide in them carriages, so it's Obson's choice. Obson? Why doesn't she just stick to picking people's pockets in the open then? I'd say there's some reason that she's not letting on, judging from her demeanor. So anyways, I was a bit scared, but I had to just stick it out under there. Nothing else for it. Okay, not bad. Oh, Cobus! Hello, how are you doing? Thank you for the stretch. Oh, stretch my arms out, and for the posture check. Oh, there we go. I'll sit up nice and straight. And for the thirsty, thank you so much, Cobus. How are you doing tonight? Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for dropping by.
Hold it!
When you say a loud bang, do you mean the noise of someone falling to the floor? Yay, Cobus! Cobus finally stopped waiting. Could have been, I suppose. I don't remember so well. Point is, it made me jump. And you let out a scream involuntarily. That's right, and then I felt the cushion over me head get lighter all of a sudden. Oh, he was gathering up the points? Aw, Cobus. Sweet of you. Presumably when the defendant got up in order to help the victim, yes. Or not. It could have equally have been the moment the accused stood in order to stab his victim, could it not? Well, girl, did you see what happened at that crucial moment? Yeah, I saw it. Oh. I pushed up the cushion at a quick butcher's while I had the chance, didn't I? Oh yeah, that is too bad. You can't cheat the point system on mobile. No, dig! Yeah, you totally weren't napping. You were lying in wait. You were alert and awake. I believe in you, Cobus. The Irishman was sitting up the bloke what had fallen on the floor on the seat opposite. That matches Mr. McGilded's account, of course. But then, the fellow suddenly turns around and looks right at me. I sunk back down again, but it was too late by then. I should never have risked looking. Aww. That's fair. Oh my gosh. Scared of missing your flight. That's fair. That would have been a disaster. And when Mr. McGilded discovered you, he pulled you out from your hiding place. How scared stiff I was. He dragged me out and sat me down on the seat and all. Next to the victim, Mr. Mason. Yeah, the bloke had a knife in his guts. He was still bleeding. Oh, Dick, I do hope that you can get a little rest on the plane or anything, or even after you've landed. You deserve it. Then the carriage lurched a bit and he ended up falling onto me. Ugh, how awful. Ooh, yeah. Both me and his gut covered in blood. It made me feel sick as a dog. Both her hands covered in blood. That must be what the rooftop passengers saw. After that, I believe you talked with Mr. McGilded for a while. Is that correct? He asked me some stuff. Wanted to know me name and what I was up to in that. Then I heard something from up above. Someone screamed. Yes, Mr. First on the roof deck, one would presume. Well, I didn't want no one seeing me face, so I didn't look up. Okay, do take care of yourself though, Dig. I don't want you to put yourself in a, a bad position. It's important to take care of yourself. Oh, you gotta make sure you look after your own health. It's very important. Then the horses were drawn up smartish, and this here Irishman says to me, get back under the seat. I'll see that you can get away later. All 6 members of the jury had decided the defendant was innocent. For one brief shining moment, yes. It's clear that they are still all very unsure. If we could just find some conclusive piece of evidence among this new testimony, I'm sure we would clinch the verdict we want. Yes, I think you're right. I have this niggling feeling. Something's bothering me, but I just can't quite put my finger on it. Me too, Ryunosuke. I'm trying to figure it out. Okay, I need to review my evidence. Okay. I want to take another look at this. Let me see. I want to take a look inside again. Okay. So here's the blood stain on the floor. That's blood. Yeah, Vinci hasn't mentioned this at all. I suppose that does seem a little strange. Why do I have such a bad feeling about this? Let's take a look. Yes. I'm gonna take a look at this again. Let's try the seat. Soft, but it's actually rather hard. Yeah. So, let's see. Oops. Yeah, he's not entirely above board, but he seems leagues beyond the karmas in terms of being a decent human being. Yeah, that's kind of the vibe I'm getting to. It's like, he is dangerous to have an opponent in court, but I'm not sure he's, someone underhanded. I think he just is ruthless more than he's, illegal. The seat has a handle, and then... Can I get... Okay. Let's get another look. Storage compartment. There's nothing in here that's totally empty. So... Hello! Arya-san! Thank you so much for the raid! Hello! How are you doing? Welcome, raiders! The sirens are coming! Oh my gosh! Hello! Thank you so much for the raid! Let me give you a shout out. Arya-san, thank you so much for the follow as well! Welcome to the stream! Oh, you were last playing art! What kind of art were you doing? That sounds like fun! Razafiti, thank you so much for the follow as well! Welcome to the stream! So nice to have you here! Oh, I should probably do a proper introduction, shouldn't I? I forget to do that so much when I'm raided. I am Aqua Sereni. I am a mermaid VTuber. I fell in love with 2D princes, and I traded my brains for legs, and here I am to play games. Bungie01, thank you so much for the follow! Thank you guys so much, that is so kind of you! And hello, yes, a fellow mer sibling! Yes, Arya and Mermamhina are both from a mermaid, or mer person, siren, VTuber Discord. We're a little mer family, so it's really great. Really nice community there. Yes, I fall in love with 2D idiots, very much. But yeah, how's the art? What kind of stuff were you like drawing or working on? I'd love to hear about it. Okay, so something doesn't seem right about this. I'm gonna double check these posters too. Yeah, we're playing the Great Ace Attorney today. Oh my gosh, you're drawing all the mods in the Mermaid server? That's awesome! I can't wait! I cannot wait to see it. Oh, Link's also part? That's awesome! So good to have you guys here. Thank you for dropping by. I really appreciate that. Well, I need to drop in on more of your guys' streams too, just when I'm done this crazy, like, little bit of weekend time. I'm gonna try and really do that. Or at least watch some VODs in my downtime. Okay. I feel like I've looked around the inside. Yeah, if you want to share art, feel free to. You're definitely allowed to drop that in here. Oh, you're gonna paint everyone? Awesome! You know, I'll keep an eye on the server then, or let me know when you have, and if you like, I can bring it up, or like, drop the link. Let me look at this again. I am doing my best to use my brain right now. Okay. Scarletify, hello! Thank you for coming to pop in! It's nice to see you, especially since I'm, you know, doing a later stream than usual than I would for this game. It's so nice to see you. I have been enjoying the game. I am trying my best to use my brain right now. I'm not entirely sure what I'm supposed to present on this cross-examination, so I'm trying to figure that out right now. Let's see. I want to check my evidence again. Let's see. Because I know right now they're making a very big deal of the fact that, that something feels off about the inner compartment of the omnibus. And just making a point of the fact that it's empty right now. Apparently was not empty when police examined it, but, you know, our witnesses are claiming that it was empty because Gina was supposed to be hiding in it. Let me see. Yeah, that's also what I'm wondering, but I don't know how to, like, point that out as evidence, you know? Or, like, ask more about that. Let me read the hint here again. Okay. Yeah, the man inside heard the dude up top scream, so the dude up top should be able to hear a scream inside. I was thinking about that too. I'm just like, if that's what matters here, I'm not sure how to present it. Do I have anything on my evidence? Double check. Yeah, okay. Oh, thank you for dropping by and thank you for the raid, Pork Chow Lame. Alright, you've got AM tomorrow. I hope you enjoy it. Have a lot of fun. I'm jealous. I honestly miss AM. I'd love to come back one day. Yes, have a great night. Have a great weekend. Thank you for dropping by. Bye-bye. Oh, okay, let me jump into the Discord and take a look at that piece. Let me see. Here I come. Oh, it's very cute. Aw, lots of cute mer people here. Ah, definitely. I need to grab your Twitter. If you post it there, I'll definitely look at it there. Yes, good night, Pork Chow Lame. Have a wonderful sleep. Brain needs to think.
Hold it!
Oh, I know. I love Gina's design. It's really great. Let's see. Let's see.
Hold it!
Let me read these again. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah. I feel like this must be something obvious. It must be something obvious that I'm just not thinking about. Let's see. Alright. Yes. It's supposed to be full of equipment. We have focused a lot on this detail. Let's see.
Hold it!
Okay, let me see. Yeah, I don't feel like it's this one. I kind of want to try... I don't know where I'm going with this, but I kind of want to try presenting the omnibus on this one. But man, I only have 3 safety points left. I'm scared of wasting them. Man, okay, we're gonna save. Oh, this is definitely gonna be something where once I figure out what it is, I'm gonna be telling myself how stupid I am. Okay, I'm gonna double check what the others are though. Or I could present this. This could be, I don't know. Let's see. Brain. Alright guys, I'm about to get in trouble. I feel like I'm about to lose points. Gosh. I hope you're all having fun watching me stress. Oh, this has got to be something so obvious and I'm just not thinking of it.
Objection!
Music didn't stop. I'm in trouble. Yeah, I'm in trouble. Yeah, she did. Yeah, she said she got blood on both her hands. Well, the gloves of the defendant had the one piece of blood, I guess from when he was like helping him up? Yeah, blood on one hand. look at this again. Yeah. Let's see. Alright, let's take the sheath off. Yes, we saw this. Yeah, I know, I'm like... I feel like this could be one of those moments in Ace Attorney where you've accidentally gone a little bit further ahead and you're thinking of where the case wants you to be. And so I'm missing out. All-Star, thank you so much for dropping by! Nice to see you! I am doing my very best. Good luck at work today, Star. I hope it goes well. Thank you so much for dropping by. I hope you have a good lurk. I'm being dummy right now. I can't figure this one out, but I'm trying my best. Thank you. Thank you for powering my brain cells.
Objection.
I'm gonna lose another. Yeah, I loved that moment too. It's very funny. Okay. Maybe I can stop focusing so much on the omnibus. Maybe I'm too, like... Maybe I'm too just, like... tunnel visioned on that, and it's, you know, probably, like... It's probably messing up my thinking here. W for Wumbo! Let's see... Man, I'm trying to think hard. Oops, I didn't mean to do that! Ah! Well, time to load. I legitimately didn't mean to do that. I just wanted to take a look inside the omnibus again. Whoops. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering too. You know what? I wanna... Okay. Probably the most telling thing is that we can see the poster here. We'll double check that that is the right poster for what we're looking for. Yeah, here's what really happened. Okay. Yeah, that does look like the matching poster. Yes. So... Let's think about the skylight again. It's quite a large skylight. Yes, large enough to afford a good view into the cabin from the roof deck. It doesn't appear to be a handle or catch of any description, so I suppose it can't be opened from inside the cabin at least. Okay, good to know. Is there anything else up here on the roof that I should take notice of? Let's see. Again, yeah, this blood stain is bugging me. They always say that something feels wrong with this, but I'm trying to figure out. Is there something about it? Can I look at... Okay, no, that just closes it. Okay. Whoops. Okay. Again, we can see the inside. It is currently empty. Yep, aggressive tapping everywhere, every time. That's how it be, trying to figure it all out. I wish I could still my other evidence in here so I could double check stuff real quick. Let's take one more look up here just to be sure. Yeah. Yeah. And skylight up here. Let's see what we've got. Certainly see inside the carriage. Yeah, okay. Alright, let's double check in here. I don't think we'll find anything new, but actually I also want to double check. Yeah, the back of this doesn't seem to have anything. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, just crammed full of names. Welcome back! How are you doing? I am still on the same part. I'm still trying to figure this out. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, nice! Pajamas are so comfy. That's very nice to chill after stream. Anything else worth noticing here? Not that I can tell. Yeah. Okay. Oh, man. Man, I was doing so good. Can't believe I'm stuck. There's gotta be something here that I'm just missing. There's something here I'm just not picking up on. Yeah, like...
Excuse me!
Oops, I did not mean to do that. Oh, let me see. What would that be, fella? Do you have something to say about that last statement? No, he doesn't. Oh. Thanks for the money, man. Does he think I was asking after his general well-being? Okay. Oh. I'm at least glad that doesn't penalize you.
Hold it!
I need to think about this again. Brain power, brain power. I do find it interesting that they both have stuff with coins in their animations, but I don't know if that's something I can point out even. Hmm. Hmm. Man. Man. I don't feel like this is right, but just since this one line does specifically mention the carriage. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, let me see.
Hold it!
There's gotta be something I'm missing. Hmm. I also feel the fact that we got... It is also interesting that we got, like, that important highlighted text there. But I don't know what we could show that would be a contradiction here. It is... I don't know if this is what they want, but it is weird. You know... I don't know. No, I don't know where I was going with that.
Hold it!
Let's see. Let me see.
Well, now.
Oh, wait. Did you always react to that? I swear to God, I'm gonna have to go rewatch the VOD and double check that. Hello? I swear to God he didn't do that before. Is it because I checked something specific in the evidence? I swear to God if it is. Is something wrong, Mr. McGilded? Or did I... No, there's no way I could have rushed through that too much. Oh, I do apologize. Was there something the matter, Counsel? Whatever, we got progress, that's good. I'm just wondering if Miss Lestrange's last comment made something occur to you, perhaps. You seem to be thinking something to yourself. Oh, no, 'twas nothing important. I was feeling bad for the poor lass is all. I remember feeling desperate myself as a young lad shut up in the dark. 'Twas terrifying, so it was. Basically, he should have, like, got in the big, like, kind of bubble and would have, like, had his arm come up to his mouth like he was thinking, you know? I see. Yes, I'm sure we can all sympathize. I'm still scared of the dark now. Aye, and I don't know about yourself, but I find that the darkness seems to make everything you hear seem that much louder as well. Yeah. I suppose it does. Maybe. Miss Lestrade, did you hear something that night? Anything? An unusual noise, perhaps? Oh, nah, not really. All I could hear was the Irishman snoring. Jabbers! There's no need to tell the whole world of me foibles, you little scamp. What a pity. If only Miss Lestrade had heard something, it might have given us a vital new clue. Yes. What should we make of that last statement of hers? That's gotta be important. My lord. I believe that statement just made by the witness is profoundly important. Profoundly important, but all she said was that she heard nothing. Yes, which is the profoundly important point. I'm almost sure of it. I'm almost sure that I don't understand the inner workings of your Eastern Mind Council. Nevertheless, well... Miss Gina Lestrade, you'll supplement your formal testimony by repeating that last statement, please. What? Supplement? What are you on about? Don't give me all your fancy talk. I know what you're trying to do. Well, it won't work on me. That's right. Insult the judge. Always a good move. Okay. My ears to work out what was going on, but all I could hear was snoring.
Hold it!
So you were straining to hear what was happening the entire time, since the moment you hid yourself. Not exactly, no. Sorry? Well, there was no one in the cabin to start with. I could just push the cushion up and have butchers to see what was what. But then, when I saw the swell getting on, I got me head down so he didn't notice me. And Mr. McGill sat on the seat under which you were hiding, correct? Yeah, would you Adam and Eve, eh? What a mug! So then all I could do was listen. I was waiting to jump out of there as soon as I heard him leave, see? But would he? Not likely. Even though we stopped here and there, I never heard the door open. So I just had to stay put and listen to him driving his pigs to market, snoring like an old dog he was. Are there any conclusions we can draw from that, I wonder? Wait, no, that does not make sense. Oh, thank you for dropping by, Yuzuki. I hope you have a good night. I will talk to you later. Thank you. I will crack this case wide open. I'm gonna do my best. This is Von Zeeks. I know. I misclicked Von Zeeks. Is he laughing? I misclicked. Very well then. Continue with the cross-examination. Shut up, Von Zeeks. I misclicked. Okay, let's press that again and do this right this time. Because if she only had the door open when Mr. McGilded got on, that doesn't make sense. It would have opened again for the other passenger, wouldn't it? That's weird. That doesn't add up. Miss Lestrade, what you have just told the court is clearly at odds with the facts. Ah! At odds? Are you sure, ma'am? Absolutely. It seems my learned Nipponese friend is not as dull-witted as I feared. So Von Zeeks realized it too. Counsel! I must insist that you bolster your claim with evidence, or some complicit party's name at the very least. Yes, my lord. I expect you to demonstrate this alleged contradiction to the court. According to Miss Lestrade, while she was hiding in the omnibus that night, she heard nothing but the sound of Mr. McGilvit's snoring. But think, Renelske, think. There's something else she should have heard. I think we should show a person and we're going to show the victim. Very well, my lord. Allow me to elaborate. On a particular sound that Miss Lestrade could not have failed to hear on the night in question. The sound very clearly explained by the presence of the following person. Okay, we're gonna try this. Thrice-fired Mason. Yes, she should have been able to hear him getting on. Yes, my lord. The sound that Miss Lestrade cannot have failed to hear is that of the victim, Mr. Mason, boarding the omnibus. Yeah! We're doing it! Order! Explain your reasoning, counsel. Miss Lestrade, allow me to confirm something. You claimed earlier that you were the first person on board the omnibus. Is that correct? Yeah, of course I was. I got on while the driver was in the pub, didn't I? And the next person to board the omnibus was Mr. McGilded. That it was. Not a soul was in the cabin when I climbed aboard. At least, not in plain sight. So you were, to all intents and purposes, alone in the enclosed cabin of the omnibus at that time. Did I not just say as much? I wasn't traveling with anyone else, if that's what you mean. Yeah, I saw him get on, remember? Through the crack under the seat cushion. He was on his own for sure. And, from what we've heard, the carriage made a number of stops after that on its onward journey. During which time, did you not hear the door opening or closing at all? Nah, I never heard it. That's exactly what I was listening for, weren't I? Waiting for this swell to leave. In which case, when and how did the victim end up in the carriage? Oh, that's a good question. We know that the victim collapsed inside the enclosed cabin of the omnibus. Therefore, Miss Lestrade's statement about what she did, or did not hear, is at odds with the facts. Ah! Okay. Yes, this petty thief's statement was clearly flawed. Lord von Zeeks. Yes. He knew all too well that there was an inconsistency in Miss Lestrade's statement. It would seem words of thanks are in order for my learned friend. What are you talking about? We helped him out technically. You have demonstrated matters impeccably. This witness and her colorful statements are entirely unreliable. Her words are convenient untruths, nothing more. No, there's an explanation. We just gotta find it. He's dead right. How could the victim possibly not have boarded the omnibus? That makes no sense whatsoever. And this girl's a pickpocket. Let's not forget that. Oh no! Wait. Oh boy. She didn't even say anything. I didn't want to judge the dear little mite just because she has some rather naughty ways. But I must say, I can't abide liars. And neither can I. Mr. Foreman! I didn't want to judge the girl just because she has some less than salubrious ways. But I must say, I cannot abide liars. No, here we go. Arg. Mr. Naruhodo, that's 5 jury members leaning towards guilty. Yikes! Okay. Well, your consideration for others is refreshing, my Nipponese friend. To the considerable troubles you have spared me. Man. Yes, very refreshing. What are you playing at? Have you forgotten who you're working for, you useless Eastern What? Stop saying that! This is carnage. It's perfect. Juror number 2 is the only one left. Mr. Naruhodo, the way this is going... I know. If we can't find some new way to convince everyone of Mr. McGilded's innocence, the judge will rule and we'll have lost. I very much wanted to believe the words of one of London's most respected gentlemen. But those of us in service know we must accept hard truths.
Hold it!
Oh, what are we gonna do? What are we doing, Rinosuke? Yes, the witness's last statement seems to have revealed a critical inconsistency in her story. However, if we consider the possibility that her statement is in fact the truth, it may shed an entirely new light on this whole case. What are you saying? Counsel? I'm sorry, sir? Whatever do you mean? Counsel, I will not tolerate you attempting to prorogue my adjudication. Explain yourself at once. When the accused boarded the omnibus on the night in question, the victim was nowhere to be seen. Subsequently, the carriage door was not heard opening a single time, as testified by the witness in the stand. And yet the victim's body was found inside the carriage. If this petty thief's words are to be believed, how do you explain the victim's miraculous appearance inside the cabin of the omnibus? Ah, great question, great question! There's only one way to explain how the victim came to be inside the carriage. Okay. Let me think. I want to look at the skylight again. Let's see. Can't be opened from inside. But what about outside? What about if we went up? Oh, if he jumped down, that would explain the thud! If he came down, that would explain the thud! I hope I'm right. Oh god. The door wasn't opened even once. The only explanation is that the victim entered the enclosed cabin some other way.
Objection!
I wondered what new fantasy you would come up with in your blind panic. But behold, the omnibus is here for all to see. Only one side of the enclosed cabin is furnished with a door, the other has only windows. Fixed windows, which cannot possibly open. In short, there's no entrance to the cabin other than the door. No. What if he used the skylight? But there could be! There's one possibility you haven't considered. Oh, really? Yes, one other way inside that isn't the door. Another opening, the use of which allowed the victim to appear inside the enclosed cabin. All right, counsel. The defense will identify the location for the court. Here's the omnibus on which the incident occurred. Where on earth is this entrance by which you propose the victim entered the cabin? Okay.
Take that!
The answer is obvious. It can only have been the skylight. I say the skylight. It looks like there could be a latch on top. Your ludicrous proposal almost has me lost for words. However...
Objection!
Now, let me talk. The skylight may very well be large enough for someone to pass through.
Objection!
So you claim, but you have a shred of evidence to support your addle-brained theory. The thud. Both Mr. McGilden and Miss Lestrade said the same in their testimonies. They each claimed to have heard a loud thud, such as the noise made by someone falling to the floor! Yes, which has already been explained, as the sound of the victim falling from the seat having been assaulted with a dagger. Yes, it has, but would a man slipping from the seat onto the floor really have made such a loud noise as the witnesses describe? A noise loud enough to cause Miss Lestrade to let out an involuntary cry, in fact. Good gracious! Perhaps, in fact, that was the moment that the victim made his entrance into the cabin. No, let me rephrase that. The victim didn't enter the cabin as such. He fell into it.
Objection!
You're now suggesting that the victim fell from the skylight in the cabin. That's simply impossible. How can you be so sure? Because if the victim had fallen inside through the skylight, as you say, and that explains the weird blood stain on the floor. The passengers on the roof deck would have seen it happen. Well, maybe there's something weird going on there. And yet, not one person made mention of such events in their testimony. Well, yes, that's true, but... What are you about to say? Might a humble fella make a wee comment here? Mr. McGilded. To be sure now, the two fellows who were sat on the roof that testified afore said nothing of the victim fallen through the skylight. But it seems to me, my lord, that 'tis not so much a case of them not saying, but... Aye. 'Tis a case of them being unable to say. What? I think perhaps the two fellas do be having something of a compelling reason not to mention what happened. Would you not agree, fine ladies and gentlemen of the jury? Oof. Oh my goodness, surely not. Those two chaps on the roof. I don't know. You mean the ones who stuck that knife in the man were... Hold it. Who's holding it? Okay, it's them. Just what exactly are you insinuating here, you blatherer? You rotter, he said. You rotter. What are you insinuating? Oh my god, what is this animation? This is flaming outrage. I've got a good mind to give you a blinker in a minute. I'll give you a shiner in a minute, he said, and so will I. It's such a good animation, Mr. Fairplay. You're effectively accusing me, a city gentleman and a well-respected banker. And me, a very angry hatter. Suggested that someone like me could have stabbed that man in the guts. It's a disgrace, it's scandalous, it's... I protest in the strongest possible terms. That's right, I protest too. About you rotten scoundrel. Oh boy, this is chaotic. Order! This is not the time, witnesses. I will not permit this wanton invasion of the sand. Return to the anteroom at once. But this is beyond reason, my lord. It's outrageous. It's very hurtful, you know. My lord, if I may comment. Go ahead, Lord Von Seeks. It was the defense that incited this outburst from the witnesses. My learned friend has seen fit to abandon all protocol and accuse the witnesses without proof. Listen, that was my defendant. He did it without me. Accused. I never intended to. It seems, young Nipponese, that your command of the English tongue is wanting. You proposed to this court that the victim fell through the skylight from the roof deck of the omnibus. That hypothesis could not possibly stand without the rooftop passengers being aware of the events. You have branded these gentlemen liars. You have intimated their criminal guilt. In our British courts of law, that is what is termed a baseless accusation. I know I was rash to put this idea forward without any actual evidence, but you can't just dismiss it without a second thought. What are we wasting more time for? Get them to testify! I thought there was something fishy about that hat from the moment I lay eyes on the fellow. We have to see this matter through now, one way or another. If there's filth and rubbish in our midst, we must dispose of it at once. Oh boy. What's happening, Mr. Naruhodo? The spectators in the public gallery they're in a complete frenzy. Uh-oh, we've got them riled up. Mr. Fairplay, Mr. First. My lord. You will take the stand again and make another formal testimony, in reference to the indictment brought by the defense. Yes, my lord. I didn't come here for this. There's no time to think this through. All I can do is keep pushing forward. Oh boy. Okay. Let's give this a shot. Let's see what they say. Refuting the accusation. We were the only two people up on that roof deck, dead or alive. I can swear to that. If anything had happened while where we were sitting, don't you think one or the other of us would have noticed? In any case, neither of us know the first thing about the victim. We had no reason to kill the man. The skylight was shut the entire time, I tell you. We couldn't possibly have opened it. If you're so sure the victim fell through the skylight, where's your proof? I must say that on listening to this testimony, it is somewhat hard to imagine how either witness could have performed any malevolent act on top of this open rooftop deck, without the other noticing forthwith. That's right, you see. We're innocent, I tell you. Although logically, of course, the argument falls down if the two of you were in collusion with one another. What? according to investigations by Scotland Yard. The two witnesses share no common dealings. Well, I don't trust coppers any more than I trust the stinking rich. Something doesn't feel right here. The trial's going in our favor, really. So why do I feel so uneasy? I know, right? I feel like we're getting played somehow. Counsel for the defense, over to you. Your cross-examination, please. Oh, yes, my lord. Okay. I feel like I do have a feeling where this, like, might need to be pressed, but I'll see. Oh, congrats on getting through security, Dig. I hope it all went nice and smooth. And I hope you don't have to wait too long for your plane to leave. So in no time did the victim, Mr. Mason, climb up and join you on the roof deck. Absolutely not. Dickon! No question about it, he said. None at all. Oh, but yes, of course. I remember seeing them both. I saw the victim inside the enclosed cabin talking with the man here. Is this true, Mr. McGilded? Dear me, my lord, at the risk of repeating myself. I boarded the omnibus alone and nodded off inside almost immediately. It's an outright lie. Without doubt you were engaged in... Let me stop you there, fellow, and ask. Do you have any evidence at all? At all? Oh. It's all about evidence in the courts these days, so it is. You do well to remember that. I saw you with my own eyes. This is going so well. Man, I don't know.
Hold it!
Well, it was on the final run of the omnibus at past 10 o'clock in the evening. It would certainly have been quite dark. Perhaps too dark to see clearly? You also do that animation when you're riled up? Love picturing you just doing that. I should start doing that. Is this some kind of a lark? Is this some kind of a joke, he said. Is that what this is? Or perhaps one or the other of you fell asleep briefly. Fair dinkum, sir? Captain Cupcake! Whoa! Hello! Oh my gosh, that is such a big raid! Thank you guys! Oh my gosh, hello! Welcome in, raiders! Oh my gosh, thank you so much! Thank you so much! Oh my gosh, let me give you a shout out! Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I'm a little flustered. That's such a big raid, thank you! Welcome! Oh my gosh! Onirazu, Sevier Sean, Prince Pup, Captain Cupcake, thank you guys so much for the follows! And you were playing Just Chatting, hello, how's your stream? Hello you guys, welcome! Quack! Let me move that. Oh my gosh, Prince Pup, thank you for the follow! Oh my gosh, the alerts are catching up, oh my gosh! Thank you guys, thank you for the love and the head pads, thank you for the raid! Oh my gosh, oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, hello, thank you so much! Welcome to the stream. My name is Aqua Sereni. I am a mermaid VTuber. I fell in love with two-dimensional princes, and I traded my brain cells for legs, and basically I am here to play games. Eisen brought you guys here! Oh my gosh, Eisen, thank you! Thank you, Eisen! Oh my gosh, thank you! Oh my gosh, full of randomness, thank you for the follow! Mishwine, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, thank you for the follow! Nixtral, thank you for the follow! Nerding Pudik, thank you for the follow! Oh my gosh! Sully has 0, thank you for the follow! Oh my gosh! Thank you guys! Thank you, oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, thank you guys so much! I appreciate it, thank you! I said put a gun to your head and brought you here! Oh my gosh! I'm gonna have to go back and look at your VOD. How did your stream go? How was it, guys? You were just chatting? What were you guys chatting about, or what were you doing? I'd love to hear about your stream. Spade13, thank you as well for the follow! You guys are way too kind. I appreciate it so much. I appreciate it so much. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I'm so thankful. I'm a little overwhelmed, but I'm so thankful. You guys are very kind. You're so sweet to me. Thank you so much for all the follows and everything. And Eisen, thank you so much for suggesting me for a raid. I really, really appreciate that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, welcome everybody to the stream. 7 Dark Dragons, thank you for the follow. Oh, you hang out and you play codenames with the community. That sounds so fun. I'm glad you guys had a good time. The captain beat you in codenames. I guess that's why they're the captain after all. Plague Man, thank you for the follow as well. Oh my gosh, you guys. You lost! Oh, it's nice your viewers are trying to make you look good. That's sweet. Thank you guys. It sounds like you had a really fun time. Thank you for dropping by. I'm glad you guys decided to come by, and I'm glad you had a good stream. It's really nice to see you here. It's just nice to meet you all. You all seem like a lot of fun and like you have a really good community. So it's really nice to have you in here. Thank you so much. Right now we are playing The Great Ace Attorney. I'm a huge fan of the Ace Attorney series. I have been for many years, but this is my first playthrough of this game. We're on the 3rd case, and I'm having fun right now. Basically, we believe that the victim who was killed in like this little carriage called an omnibus, we believe that he probably fell into the inner level through the skylight of this. But there were 2 witnesses riding on top of the omnibus, and we're trying to figure out how to prove the fact that the witnesses at least claim they did not see the victim when they were, obviously above there somehow. So yeah, we believe the victim fell through here, landed with a big thud on the ground, created this blood puddle. Our defendant was asleep here, was woken up by the thud. Our defendant did not know until after that there was another witness, a little pickpocket hiding in here, and she claims that, basically she was sitting in here, she was stuck because our defendant decided to sit here, even though normally people would sit on this seat because they have, the seat is better on this side. She didn't hear the door open, twice to let in the victim, so we're assuming, okay, if the victim didn't come in through the door, they had to have come in through the skylight. So we're trying to figure that out. We're trying to prove that. And there's a whole lot of drama in the courtroom right now. We're having a whole lot of drama because obviously the 2 witnesses who were on top of the omnibus are very upset that they're being accused of lying or even possibly killing this guy himself. So we're gonna try and figure out where this goes. Are you fair dinkum, sir? Are you serious, sir? That's what he said. It's impossible, I tell you. And I love that guy's animations. I'd give you the keys to the vault if you could fall asleep in that bitter cold. And if you did manage it, your eyelids would freeze shut and you'd never open them again. That's extreme. Yeah, the killer pulled an Assassin's Creed. It was extreme, I tell you, and we had to put up with it because this man had locked the door. What? Any true gent would have unlocked it and let me in when I knocked. I'm dreadfully sorry about that, young fella. I can't remember. But you see, I was away with the fairies and I didn't hear you at all. Why did you lock it to begin with? That's a lie. I saw you through the glass. You were talking to someone. Yeah, and they're very insistent he was talking to someone when he claims that he thought he was alone from the start. I honestly don't really trust our defendant in this case, but I don't know where it's going. I don't know, the defendant seems to be leading this trial a lot in ways that defendants don't normally in Ace Attorney, so I'm very suspicious. I'm very suspicious. Now, 'twas a cold night, so it was. People do be seeing things that aren't real in the cold. It's hardly surprising. Seeing things! I believe we have reached an impasse here on this particular point. An impasse, not impasse, what am I saying? You! Don't take it personally now, lad. Yeah, I know, I'm like, if the defendant is at all competent, they probably did it. That's honestly what I'm leaning into. I'm like, is he actually guilty? Are we getting one of the rare cases in Ace Attorney where our defendant's actually guilty? Or is there going to be some other kind of explanation? I'm not sure. I'm trying to figure it out. If I'm a suspect in this case, then 'tis only fair that you and the other fiend are too. Open and free competition is what a capitalist society is all about. This isn't a competition I should like to be involved in, really. Neither of us know the first thing about the victim.
Hold it!
Is that true? So, you had never met Mr. Thrice-Fired Mason before? Oh, no, not once, never! You'd never met the man before, he said. Never! And you, Mr. First, had no prior dealing with the victim, either? That's right, sir. Hatters don't have much to do with brickmakers, to be perfectly honest, sir. No, I imagine not. You see? How many different ways can I put this? Neither of us had the remotest connection to the gentlemen who were inside the cabin. Oh, somebody's reacting! What is it? What are you doing? What are you thinking? Excuse me. Mr. McGilded. I'm suspicious that we're calling on him again. I'm suspicious. I don't know. I feel like I'm being played. I feel like I'm being led by the nose by our defendant. I'm stressed about this. I kind of wish he'd shut up and let me go through this myself instead of like doing this. I don't know. I'm stressed, guys. I'm really stressed. Yes, counsel. What can I be doing you for? Did the witness's last statement give you a pause for thought somehow? Not the remotest connection. Is that right now? I wonder. Huh? What are you insinuating now? Ah, Mr. Fairplay. It has been too long, so it has. Ah, yes, and so both this one witness, Mr. Fairplay, and the victim were in debt to our defendant, which is an interesting connection. If I'm not very much mistaken, I believe 'tis fast approaching, is it not? Your repayment date. I beg your pardon. You borrowed 20 guineas from me, sir. At an unconscionable rate of interest. You tricked me. It's extortion. Well now, is that a touch of begrudgery, is it? The sort of begrudgery that might motivate a fellow to pass his crimes off on another. And young Mr. First. Me, sir? What do you want with me, sir? You do mean making hats for a living, do you not? There are top hats sliding about on your head. Is that one of your own creations, is it? Oh, well, I'm still just an apprentice, you understand. I'm learning to find the perfect fit for whatever fine gent walks through the door. The perfect fit, is it? Well, 'tis a very distinctive design, so it is. Many customers like it, I tell you. They like a distinctive touch. Customers? Such as Thrice-Fired Mason. See, yeah, I've been thinking about how their hats looked similar. But again, the fact that our defendant is like bringing this up and pushing it so much without me having to come to that conclusion, I'm suspicious. I feel like I'm being led by the nose. I don't like it. There's a photographic print of the victim submitted as evidence for, my lord. This you mean. I can't help thinking that the poor fellow's hat looks distinctly familiar. Wouldn't you say? Oh! That's one of my hats! Aye, that it is. So it seemed the brickmaker was a customer of yours. The sort of customer, I'd wager, you could have had a wee quarrel with over the distinctiveness of the goods. Oh, no, sir. Absolutely not, sir. Well, there's really nothing more to add. It wouldn't be right to say that the two fellows here haven't the remotest connection to the victim, you see. I rest my case. I'm begging my defendant to stop talking before I start trusting him even less than I already do. You little weasel. Urgh. He's better at this than I am. So that's concerning. Gosh, Mr. McGilded has certainly been thorough in his research, hasn't he? Too thorough! This is too... Everything's falling into place too much. I don't like this. This feels set up. I feel like I'm being set up. Please, don't let me little interruption hold up the proceedings.
Hold it!
Are you quite certain about that? That the skylight was shut the entire time? I'm going to lose my block with you in a minute. He's going to lose his rag with you in a minute. That's what he said. Take a look for yourself. Go on. So we're gonna do an Edgeworth and turn on the people we represent halfway through? Maybe. We'll see. I'm curious. I'm really curious how this is gonna play out. You see, it shut fat in his snout, just like it was on the night. So it is, of course. A fellow the size of Mr. Mason could likely break through it all, still and all. What? Just looking at the size of the tin, you understand. Now you hold on there a minute, sir. The size of the tin means nothing. Not on its own. Let's consider the bigger picture here, shall we? Let's stop biting our cane, shall we? I was riding the omnibus on another occasion when, well, I broke wind, loudly. I shocked myself with it as it happened. Bro! Oh, you wanted to share this with us? This is an unexpected confession, Mr. First. Oh, I just mean to say, well, the point is I tried to open the skylight, you see. But just my luck, I couldn't make it budge. The stench was terrible. This is important testimony. Man, everyone was looking daggers at me, sir. I went as red as rouge I did. Are you expecting me to sentence you? Oh, no, sir, the point is... the skylight can't be opened. I tried and I tried when I was inside that cabin of shame. Okay, what do you have to say about it, Gina? Do you have something to say about that, Miss Lestrade? Miss Lestrade! It opens. The skylight. That is what we're talking about, right? Ah, she's about to shoot again. All them skylights open, dead easy. More easily than you can load that weapon. That's a lie, I tell you. Otherwise, when I broke wind, You can't do it from inside, you mug. Oh. That man is boss baby, but actually adult size. Oh my god, you're so right. I see it. Look, a few weeks ago, I was up on the roof deck of one of them drags. And I had a great haul. I mean, I had purses coming out in years. Miss Lestrade, this is not the forum to be eulogizing on the subject of your criminal activities. Well, anyway, I had a bit of a scare. When I lifted the last bloke's purse, he got wise to me. All four of them surrounded me, so I couldn't hop off the bus and leg it. You're getting to stare by that slippery hat Mr. First has. I know, right? It's weird. So what I did was, I used the skylight, opened the catch, and jumped right through. What? Yeah, the catch for them skylights is on the top side. That's why you can't open them from the cabin. The skylight opens from the roof deck? Yeah, that's what I thought. Bailiff! Climb up onto the roof of the omnibus at once and verify this witness's claims. Yeah, it looks like there's a little latch or something there. Yeah! Okay, you could slide it right open. Oh, my hat! See? Oh boy. Order! 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 So, it appears that the street girl's statement is quite true. I don't believe it. The skylight opens. And from the roof deck! Mr. Naruhodo. Order! Roy, buddy! Hello, how are you doing? I know, Gina's so cute. I love her. This could be the clue we've been looking for. Well, counsel for the defense, please continue with your cross-examination. Yes, my lord. So the skylight opens. Perhaps I should investigate for myself. Sounds like I need to open up evidence and take a look. I would love to defend her. I mean, to be fair, she's already made admissions in court that she is guilty, so I don't know how well that would go. But, you know. So the skylight was fastened shut before. But now the catch has been undone. We should be able to open it. Okay, let's take another look at it now that it's open. Let's see. You can certainly see inside the carriage through this opening, that's for sure. Yes, and there's a lamp in the enclosed cabin. So I'm sure the witnesses would have been able to see quite clearly. It's not good for us. Okay. Maybe I can look at it from inside. That's alright. I know I had to skip last week's just because I was very tired, but I'm happy to be back on this week. Let's see, is there anything I can look at from here? Yes, it does open very wide, doesn't it? Wide enough to kick someone like you through, certainly, Mr. Naruhodo. Why someone like me? I love them. They're so funny. Ah! What is it? Look, just here. Look at this. What have you seen? That's without question. It's blood. Why would there be a bloodstain there? Surely. It can't be unrelated to the case, can it? That's a weird place for it to end up, though. Like on the inside? That's interesting. Ooh. I just also want to double check if we have anything new to say about this now. Yeah. Okay, nothing new. Just pointing out that it's weird that the prosecutor hasn't said anything about this. We have a bad feeling about it. We get her off, we'll prove she couldn't have robbed those people, she'll 100% robbed, and this common collected will be fooled to our side for sure. That's true, we just gotta win over the jury. But alright. I mean, I'll press this just to double check, but I think we have our proof. Proof. That's right, I demand to hear it. We came here to say what we saw, I tell you, not for this. But you call us both shiggers, shysters, brand us as criminals. You call us liars, that's what he means, and accuse us of doing it. All this British slang, as it stands at the moment. There's no hard evidence that incriminates yourselves now, is there? I believe we're in much the same position as one another here. If I don't crack this case soon, he'll crack his teeth. I wonder if these two men really were involved in some way. I couldn't say. I mean, I don't really know anything about them, do I? Although, by the same token, I don't really know anything about Mr. McGill either. It's so hard to know what to believe here. I think we should try to remember that it's evidence alone that can truly determine the outcome of a trial. Evidence. No one can argue against decisive evidence, including the members of the jury. So you're saying that what we need now is to find a conclusive piece of evidence. I think we got that. Yes, Mr. Naruhodo. Precisely. Alright, let's present our omnibus evidence. Alright. Wait, no! I went too far again! Oh, I'm silly. Okay, let's go. Okay. Let's pay attention this time. Don't just click through. There we go. This one! Present. And let's show the omnibus. Take that! Oh, that was an objection, not a take that. On the night in question, the victim was fatally stabbed in the stomach. And immediately afterwards, the victim's body was pushed through the skylight into the cabin below. Those are the facts, and the irrefutable proof. Remains clearly visible in the omnibus that stands before us today in this very courtroom. What? That's utter humbug. You can't possibly have any evidence. No, you can't. I mean, We didn't do it, I tell you. It's impossible. Irrefutable proof here in this courtroom. God, Van Zieks is hot. Counsel. My lord, we haven't seen him in a while, so I just wanted to point it out again. I believe everyone would appreciate a little clarification here, Where exactly within the omnibus is this evidence to which you allude? You will point out what it is that proves the victim fell from the roof deck through the skylight. Yeah, I am. I am saying that because of his Estinian voice. It's an attractive voice. Yes, it does open very wide, doesn't it? Wide enough to kick someone like... Yeah, we saw this. Show us the blood. Yeah, exactly. I'm very honest. I'm a very honest, normal person. I forgot to actually present it. I'm just examining it. Okay. Present. Got it. By Jupiter, is that blood? Ugh. This bloodstain proves two things. Firstly, when the incident occurred, the skylight of the omnibus was open. What? And secondly, the victim was already bleeding when he fell through the opening. Oh my. And so it follows that Mr. McGilded, who was inside the closed cabin himself at the time, cannot possibly be guilty of this crime. No! Rebel, rebel. Rebel, rebel. Order! Order! Order!
Hold it!
But. Best Ted 184, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're enjoying yourself. I appreciate the follow very much. Thank you. But the blood that couldn't have sprayed up there when the fellow was stabbed inside the cabin. It only found its way to that one particular spot on the skylight. Sure, and that would be very convenient. Oh. And let's keep it in mind. The skylight catch can only be unfastened from the roof deck. I myself wouldn't have been able to open it now, would I? But! There's no way to know for certain, is there? If the gent really fell through the skylight, I mean. Why don't you have a good look at the floor of the cabin between the two seats, Mr. First? Once again, he's pointed out evidence that I thought I would be the one who should point out. I don't trust it when he does that! I don't trust him when he does that! I don't like it. It's all too plain, if you see. There's the aftermath that shows the poor fellow dropped from a fair height right there, so it is. What? No! But it can't be! It's all lies!
Hold it!
My fellow jury members, I think we can all agree that this is clear proof of the defendant's innocence, can't we? I don't know, this is technically what I want, yes, but it doesn't feel right. I believe we can, yes sir. It's clear to me now where the filthy rubbish can be found in this courtroom. Yet another passenger they didn't notice, can you imagine? So, they thought they could pull the wool over my eyes, did they? I won't tolerate any of the guild's carriages being sullied with blood. I won't tolerate it. Oh, I always knew that nice gentleman who gave us that delightful park couldn't have done such a thing. Yeah, the jury mechanic's so neat. I'm enjoying this a lot. On 3 then, everyone. 1, 2, 3.
Objection!
A chilling performance, Mr. McGilded. Oh, and what would you be referring to there now, Lord Van Zieks? A bloodstain on the frame of the skylight. Such evidence is null and void. What? Why? For one extremely simple reason. That smear of blood never existed. What? What do you mean?
Objection!
What are you talking about? It's there for all to see, and it's clearly blood!
Objection!
I personally attended Scotland Yard's investigation of the omnibus. The officers involved went over the carriage with a fine-tooth comb. So I can state with absolute surety, no such smear of blood existed in the carriage. At least, not until this trial began. That's the second time you said the evidence here has been tampered with. In our defendant's favor. Like, he's super rich, maybe he paid off somebody involved in the trial? And yeah, Von Zieks is bloody awful and his job to allow these jury members with such clear bias to be on the jury. I was also thinking that. I was like, man, the guild master of, like, you know, the omnibuses, he shouldn't be allowed to be here because he clearly would have stakes in how this trial would turn out, you know? It seemed whoever was in charge of keeping the evidence secure needs to be fired, truly. There's some real corruption going on here. What's happening? But are you suggesting, Lord Von Zieks, that the stain of blood was planted? Fabricated, my lord? Yes. And while this court has been in session. What? What? How? I want to know how. What a palaver. I must say I didn't expect such crude reasoning from a prosecutor of your stand-in, Lord Von Zieks. Oh. The girls are fighting. But I'm Magnus McGilded, a fellow known all over the capital for his fine contributions to public life. I don't take kindly to slander, and I'll fight it to the bitter end. Even if it's rolling off the tongue of the Reaper of the Bailey. Mr. McGilded, I realize that this is your first appearance in court as the accused. However, I'm well aware of your involvement behind the scenes in a great many affairs of dubious nature. Oh, he's suspicious. You're very adept when it comes to avoiding getting your own hands dirty. And each time it happens that a case you're involved in is investigated, you adapt the facts. Adapt the facts? What does that even mean? Oh, like getting his wine out. He's got his wine out. When you wield a fortune the size of Mr. McGilded's, however ill-gotten it may be, nothing is impossible. Tampering with the evidence, manipulating the scene of a crime, bribing witnesses. I toast your ability to concoct the most convenient of stories, sir. I know, right? He's so extra. I love... I just love how they do manage to keep one-upping how extra their prosecutors are in entirely different ways. I really love Von Zieks' vibe. It's great. Tut-tut, Lord Von Zieks. This will not do, to be sure. Will it now, counsel? I don't know if I trust you, man. Oh, no. I don't know, man. Do I want to be defending you? I can walk out. I think it's fair to say, this does all sound like a rather far-fetched excuse by a desperate man. The blood on the skylight didn't exist, you say? But if yous will all cast your minds back, is it not true that the omnibus there has been in the courtroom the entire time? How could anyone possibly have put a smear of blood in it without a word and without the world and his wife seeing? But we had that recess earlier with this. There was the smoke gun and the smoke grenade went off and we couldn't see anything and we all evacuated the courtroom. That's when you could have done it. Isn't that right now, counsel? No, it's not. Ryosuke, say it's not right. It's true. The omnibus has been in full view the entire time the court has been in session, but we were out of session for a bit. My learned friend. Here's to hearing your opinion on this matter, in your own words. I can see why Von Zieks is probably your favorite prosecutor. I really do love Edgeworth. I love Edgeworth a ton, and I love Franziska a ton too. But man, Von Zieks is really up there. As you wish. Could someone have tampered with the omnibus during this trial? If you're asking me, I think it would have been possible. It would have definitely been possible. As a defense lawyer, it's my job to advocate for the defendant as best I can. But still, I feel as though there's something even more important at stake here. There is no evidence to suggest that the defendant did as my learned friend suggests. However, in terms of having the opportunity to carry out the alleged tampering, there is one possibility. Oh! Good gracious! Explain yourself, counsel. Oh my gosh. Yes, there is. It seems my learned Nipponese friend has no intention of running from this deceit. Deceit. I'm sure everyone still remembers clearly the recess that we were forced to take. Yeah! As a result of the smoke grenade fired by the witness currently in the stand, Miss Gina Lestrade. Bane! Yeah, see, this was the perfect. What's going on? Be careful, Mr. Naruhodo. Cover your face. Bailiff, don't let the accused escape. Secure the omnibus. I hereby call an emergency recess. This was the perfect opportunity. Bailiff, ensure the defendant is in custody and clear the courtroom. Oh my gosh, the layers of drama here, oh my gosh. The courtroom was filled with smoke and everyone was thrown into confusion. All of us were made to leave this chamber. In that brief interval, under the veil of smoke and in all the chaos, it could have been possible to steal inside the omnibus. Yeah, he doesn't need to say it, but I think... it's interesting though. Man, oh man. Are you wise? Ooh, we're in trouble. What are you trying to pull, you rotten feckless gouger? Feckless gouger? You're supposed to be defending me. Tis a wicked plot. Tis a plot to undermine me, so it is.
Objection!
Whatever you think it is, it changes nothing. The facts are the same. After this courtroom was evacuated earlier as the result of the smoke grenade, a number of inconsistencies materialized in relation to the omnibus. Inconsistencies such as... To start with, the storage compartment underneath the rear passenger seat. When the police investigated the omnibus, this compartment was full of the driver's items. Secondly, we have the smear of blood on the edge of the skylight. As I have said, that was not present at the start of the trial this morning. Unfortunately, Lord Von Zeeks, no one is able to corroborate your claims. That's true. When the omnibus was first wheeled out, both the storage compartment and the skylight were shut. Accordingly, I'm afraid to say, we cannot establish with any certainty if this evidence is the result of tampering or not. Indeed, my lord. No doubt there was not a single person who saw fit to verify such things. What do you think? Sorry? About the omnibus. Is there anything else unusual about the omnibus? Probably. I don't know what though, but I'm gonna say yes. Yeah, the actor in the second game. What was his name again? That guy was awful, but that case was a lot of fun. That was a really interesting one. My lord. Yes, counsel. There is one further inconsistency. A mark that surely could not have been present at the start of the trial. What? Is it the bloodstain on the floor? What in the devil's name are you gonna say now? If you dare betray me, you little maggot, you'd better start watching your back.
Objection!
Silence me, Gilded. The court awaits the defense's clarification. This trial keeps swinging one way and then the other. I have no idea what's the truth and what's deception. What am I supposed to believe here? I shall have to ask you to elaborate, counsel. Okay, we're inside. Where exactly is this alleged mark that you claim appeared at some point during the trial? I think it's this. I think it is the bloodstain. Got it! If we consider that the victim fell through the skylight onto the floor of the cabin, You would certainly expect to find signs of blood where he landed. But as far as I recall, this blood stain on the cabin floor was not there when the omnibus was first brought into the courtroom. Matt on guard, yes! Matt on guard sucked. He was such a good villain, though. I enjoyed that case a lot. Good lord. Yes, I do believe you're correct, counsel. Well said. Although, as an advocate for the defense, one might say that was a very careless slip of the tongue. I know, as a defense lawyer, we shouldn't be doing this, but it's about justice. I believe that bloodstain on the floor is a decisive piece of evidence. But if the question is whether that evidence is genuine or whether it was unlawfully fabricated by someone, I feel compelled to admit that there's at least a possibility that the evidence is fake. Yeah, he's too nice to do his job, right? He's too good a boy. This trial is over. Mr. McGilded. Oh my gosh, you're right! You're right, the colors don't match up. That's such a good point, Sean! Oh my gosh, I didn't think of that, but you're totally right. The new blood looks way fresher. The new blood looks way fresher. Where's the blood on the seat? It's like dark maroon, like it's dried old blood. Yeah, that's definitely evidence. That's such a good point! You were so smart for noticing that. Mr. McGilded. I've done everything I possibly can to cooperate with the court, but it is all over now. But you're the defendant. It is over, I tell you. Memory, recollection, what people think they saw, it's all nonsense. Facts are what counts. The fact is, that bloodstain is there now. Well, over the course of this desperate trial, long and extremely drawn out as it has been, that good-for-nothing reaper of the Bailey has failed to present any decisive evidence at all. Oh, I'm scandalized, so I am. I thought better of Lord Van Zeeks. Well, my lord? I know he looks so scary. I'm scared. I must concur with the defendant. The unaffirmed recollections of an individual cannot stand as evidence. At this moment in time, the particular bloodstain in question is very much in existence, and in the absence of an incredible method by which to prove its alleged previous non-existence, I regret to say that it would be improper for this trial to continue. Your lordship can't be serious. Lord Von Zeeks, what is your position? Yeah, a rat in the corner can still bite. The prosecution, my lord, has no further witnesses or evidence to present. Very well. In that case, as I believe we have explored every possible avenue in this matter, I shall proceed to my adjudication. As a formality, I am of course obliged to confirm with the defense first. What formality? As things stand at the moment, it would seem that Mr. McGilded will be found not guilty. Yes, which would mean we've won. Is that really the right outcome here? Come on, Van Zeeks. Is it really alright for the trial to come to an end now with all these unexplained inconsistencies? Counsel for the defense, your closing statement, please. What are we gonna do, Rinosuke? Yes, my lord. The defense believes... Y'all, we're going with justice. We're not gonna do our job. I'm here in this courtroom today to advocate for the defense of my client, Mr. McGilded. However, at this moment in time, I cannot in all good conscience attest fully to the defendant's innocence. What are you saying, man? Oh, he's gonna be pissed. Without any question, there's no conclusive evidence to prove that the defendant is guilty. However, there's also no conclusive evidence to prove that he is innocent. Good gracious me! Order! Order! This is unprecedented behavior, counsel. A defense lawyer calling the accused's innocence into question. Are you of sound mind? Oh, 'twas a grand decision to appoint you as my lawyer, so it was. A grand decision. I know, right? I'm like, this is case 3? What? What? This game's great. I love this. This is so much fun. This is keeping me on my toes so good. Like, I would have never expected this. What? I must say, I didn't expect quite such an exciting spectacle at the end there, but still. Here, have this for your troubles. Is your client a liar? Well, I am not calling him a truther. Yeah, I can see why I'm like, man, this is probably gonna be my favorite Ace Attorney game too. This is really good. They're really making you like, really think about cases individually here and like, not just say, oh well, this is the Ace Attorney formula, so it's gonna go kind of like this. Like, I am having to really think and step up my game, and I don't always know what to expect, and I really enjoy that. It's so much fun. I'm having so much fun. Your job here is done, fella, and some fine work you've done, so you have. What do you mean? 'Tis just as the right honorable gentleman so succinctly put it afore. The trial can't go on anymore. And your closing statement there was, how did he put it now? Nothing more than a formality. No, we can turn this around. Oh my gosh. I really don't know what to make of all this. Was the evidence we've seen genuine, or was it fake? His lordship would be fuming. Any unsightly rubbish should be disposed of promptly, as I said. The stinking rich are always guilty of something. You... mark my words! I feel terribly ashamed that I ever doubted that lovely man who gave us the lovely part. Yeah, more games like this would be great. I'm just like, please, just, this is the kind of step up that this franchise needed, and I'm so happy with it, please. Now that proceedings have unfolded in this way, I am compelled to declare a premature end to this trial. No, furthermore, no, the court must accept the defendant's plea. No, please, there's gotta be a way out. There's gotta be, Susato, look in your book, there's gotta be some kind of rule, there's gotta be something we can take advantage of, please. I take you kindly, my lord. More Shelms, please, yeah. Let Shelms kick down the door and be like, wait a second. I hereby pronounce the verdict of this court. But we still haven't determined if the bloodstain in the omnibus is genuine or not. You see me swoon. God, I can't deal with swooning for Shelms right now. He's so stupid. We don't know if these witnesses are telling the truth or a pack of lies. We have no idea about the truth. Lord Von Zieks. My lord. The case made by the prosecution was flawed, plain and simple. If indeed the omnibus presented as evidence was tampered with, the prosecution is at fault for allowing such a disgraceful perversion of justice to take place. I don't know, man. My sincerest apologies, my lord. But, wait! When we were evacuated from the courtroom, Lord Von Zieks ordered the evidence to be secured. I'm afraid the prosecution cannot shun responsibility in this matter. That's so unfair! The culpability of the defendant has not, at the present time, been established by this court. Consequently, the jury will not be required to proffer judgment. What? No, there's gotta be a way out of this. Well, Lord Von Zieks, it's been a pleasure, so it has. As for you, my dear fella, I'd couldn't have asked for a better defense. Yeah, then why's the jury here? You can't just go around them. You can't just go around the jury. You mean to tell me this is all one grand waste of time? It's the law of the land, my good man. If you'd like to pursue this matter further, you can always go ahead and try to change the law. Magnus McGilded. Good grief, you've more to say to me, have you? Just one thing. A warning. Is he gonna get away with this for real? This is far from over. I'm just like, please, we can point out that the blood's new. Well, something to be looking forward to then. I hereby pronounce the defendant, Mr. Magnus McGilded. For real? What? No, we're not celebrating this. No. No, this is bad, this is bad. He should not be allowed back out into, like, society. I can't believe it, this is an outrage. They should have examined the evidence more. What are you talking about? The man's been cleared, he's innocent. Oh my god. What? What a note to end this on. What? With the courtroom in pandemonium for the second time that day, the judge delivered his verdict. Happy victory! My first ever trial in Great Britain came to an abrupt end, with the defendant being found not guilty, ostensibly a victory for us. Thanks for the redeem comments. Oh my gosh. At 5:14 p.m., the Old Bailey defendant's antechamber. That was a great time to use that one. Oh my god. That certainly was a long trial. Yes, it was. Oh, thank you for the thirsty redeem, Roy. I will take a sip. Woohoo. Yum, 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 yum. Alright. Yeah, I know, even though we won, there's something wrong with a criminal winning the case. I'm upset about this. This shouldn't have been allowed to happen. I'm frustrated. Your first ever trial on foreign soil and your first victory. It was a wonderful performance. My heartfelt congratulations. And to you, Miss Susato, thank you for your assistance. I suppose we should be happy. The trouble is, we're still completely in the dark about what actually happened. Well, we didn't have enough time. But isn't it Ron? I mean, who was actually responsible for Mr. Mason's death? We don't even know that. The sole aim of the defense is to obtain a verdict that exonerates the defendant. You carried out your duty to perfection. Aye, that you did. Oh, you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Mr. McGilded. Oh, and that girl is with him too. Well, it seems the stories are true. Oh, what stories? But the 6 enormous fireworks they do be letting off when there's a verdict of not guilty. I am sure you must have seen them now. Spectacular, wouldn't you say? Yes, definitely. I'd heard it was a sight to behold, and to be sure it was. And I have you to thank, I suppose, for having an opportunity to see it. Oh, I don't know about that. I'm not sure I really did anything. What on earth are you saying, fella? How did I walk out of there a free man, then? I don't think it was so much thanks to me as down to your planning. You're a straight-talking fella, aren't you? I must say, you had me astray in the head there once or twice. But you're young and headstrong. Tis water under the bridge. Congratulations, Mr. McGilded, on having your name cleared. But nothing's resolved. Fuck you! Fuck you! There's only one thing that matters to me. Oh? Aye. They've all seen that I didn't do that odious and absent deed. 'Tis grand, is it not? I suppose it is. Now, the fine fellows of Scotland Yard can take matters in the hand and sort out any wee details. They'll see it for what it is. They'll get to the truth. Shams, help me out. I'm gonna call Shams. I'm gonna fucking get your ass, bitch. I have absolute faith in them, so I have. After all, I do be providing a good number of their wages with all the taxes paid. It's not that funny. So then, as we agreed beforehand, 1,000 guineas for your troubles, fella. Oh no, I couldn't possibly accept that much. Ara, be whist. You're a humble people, are you from the east? Well, if you insist. But have this, still and all. You deserve a reward. Mr. Magnus McGilded. Everything is ready, sir. If you'd like to follow me into the courtroom. Into the courtroom? Yeah, he auras you. It's weird. What's this, officer? 'Tis sooner than I was led to believe. I hope it's not inconvenient, sir. There were some changes to the schedule. Well, I must be making tracks now. What? It's time for the inspection. Sorry, what inspection? They're going to examine the omnibus again, so I'm told. I asked if I could be present for it myself. No, don't let him in! They're going to examine it again, now. Naturally, I'm under no obligation to take part in any more of this matter now. But as an upstanding member of London society, I do be doing my best to help where I can. It's a gentleman's duty, so it is. So then, fare thee well. It was an absolute pleasure meeting yous. Fuck you! Fuck you! I hope you have a whale of a time while you're studying here in Great Britain. I'm gonna get you back one of these days. See me in case 5, bitch! And there he goes, a free man. Oh, I forgot she was here too. Oh boy. Don't move. Whereas I want to say, get a move on. She really does take forever to load that thing. Miss Lestrade, would you mind putting that thing down? You're a grown-up. Oh, Love Deluxe Requiem, welcome! This girl is so cute. This is Gina Lestrade. She's a pickpocket. We just won our case, but in the worst way. Yeah. Unfortunately, yes, she is 15. She's a child. But yeah, she's cute in a different way. Sorry? And I ate all grown-ups. Oh, maybe, let me... Who do I have in my people for the court record? Oh, Strongheart. Lestrade is a name from Sherlock Holmes books, though, isn't it? I feel like I remember that. God. But yeah, she was probably a witness who was paid off. Oh, there you are. It's her! I've been waiting to see you! Yes, Lestrade's the police guy from Sherlock. Naughty, naughty, running off like that. Is this some kind of picnic? Who's this little girl now? And taking that with you as well. I was looking forward to the trial run of my experimental snow grenade launcher. Huh. Oh, do you want to play? You won't beat me? Excuse me, but who are you? Oh, good day to you. I'm, well, the inventor, I suppose, of that machine. The inventor? Well, normal smoke grenades are so dull, don't you agree? White, white, and more white. If you have to be shrouded in smoke, it could at least be a pretty color, I thought to myself. Do we have to be shrouded in smoke, though, at all? I just took my eyes off it for a moment while I was changing onto a different omnibus, and she pitched it. Luckily, I fitted it with a telegraphic beacon. What's it what? I have no idea what this girl's talking about. Oh my gosh, she had the little heart between her goggles. I didn't notice that. That is so cute. Oh my gosh, I love her design. Anyway, you're coming with me now, back to my laboratory. What? What for? To apologize, of course, silly, to my technician. What? You mean say sorry? You must say sorry when you've done something wrong. Surely an adult has told you that before. An adult? Humph! I don't listen to no adults. Come along then, follow me. Fine, have it your way. Oh good, you see, I knew you'd want to do the right thing in the end. I'm fairly sure that what she wants is to not get shot by that massive gun of yours. Oh true, it's like that would be weird to wear on your head, but it's so cute. Oh, her little curtsy, that's so cute! Well, we'll be leaving now then. Bye-bye. Girls with Guns is good. I think it's a very good choice. I'm so sorry for all the fuss. Wow, she was a lively one. Well, do you think perhaps we ought to be on our way now too? Yes, you're right, but where to? Oh, we haven't had time to find a place to stay. No sooner have we arrived in London than we had to rush here. All our traveling cases are still with the bailiff. I was originally planning to spend today in search of lodgings, but at this late hour in the day, I'm afraid we may be out of luck. Oh, that's not good. Don't worry though, I have a plan. If the worst comes to the worst, I've heard of a lovely park where we could spend the night. No, no, no. Please tell me you're not thinking of the Gilded Park. I know it may be a little chilly at this time of year, but our youthfulness will see us through. I'm not so sure about that. Yeah, if only there was a dummy detective who could help us. I think a midwinter London night will freeze a young person solid just as easily as an elderly one. Oh dear, that doesn't sound agreeable. Now I'm starting to regret turning Mr. Gilded down. That 1,000 guineas would have paid for a lovely warm room. Or mansion. Oh man, that's kind of a dour note to end on, and so, the trial to determine my worthiness for the study tour was over by the end of our first day in London. However, as we were soon to learn, there were more trying times ahead. Just as the Reaper of the Bailey had warned, the case was far from over. Oh boy. Oh man. Oh man.
What's going on? Get the fire brigade!
What?
Water! Bring water, quick!
Are you fucking kidding
How
me?
did this happen? I don't know, sir. By the time I got here, it was already engulfed.
Oh my god.
No one was supposed to be allowed in here before we started investigating.
What? Who's inside?
No. Oh, good God. There's someone in there.
This can't be.
What? Oh my god, he's so sexy. Oh my god, look at him. Anyways, this is bad though. Anyways. Oh my god. What the fuck? And that's the end of the case. Oh my god. Realm of the Reaper. Oh, that's a fun name. Oh my gosh. That was a time. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that I guess is where we are going to be ending it off for this stream though. Oh, that was wild. That took so many turns I was not ready for. Oh my gosh, what a ride. I can't believe he got away with it. What the heck? Oh my goodness. That was wild. That was so wild. I can't believe that. I cannot wait for my next stream of this. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. I wish I could keep going, but it's like 2 a.m. here, so I really should stop. But oh my gosh, I cannot wait for my next stream of this. Thank you guys so much for coming. Thanks to you, to all the raiders, all the new followers, everyone who dropped by. I had so much fun. Oh my gosh. But yes, thank you. The next time I will see you guys again will be on Saturday night. At about, I believe, 9 PST, I am going to be having my celebration stream for reaching over 200 followers on both Twitch and Twitter. And we will be playing some community games together. Like, I'm currently planning for Kukuro and Jackbox. Maybe I'll see if there's anything else I can throw on the list. But we're gonna have just a nice little party and a nice little community night all together. So, basically, that's gonna be a lot of fun, and I hope you guys will be there because I'm really looking forward to playing games with you guys. So, thank you so much for coming. 10 a.m. and you still haven't slept. Oh my gosh, Dick, I hope you can get some sleep after this. Oh, but thank you guys so much for coming. I think tonight, let's raid Sneck. My good friend Sneck. Oh my gosh. We need a raid message. What is our raid message for this one? Let's see. Oh my gosh. Let's do... Let's do... Oh, yeah! Let's do that. That's a good one, Asterism. Then, you know what? I know the perfect... We're gonna do it like this. We'll add that emote. And... there we go. The Omnibus is on fire raid. So we will go raid my good friend Sneck right now. The typo gives it character. But yes, Sneck is playing Fire Emblem, I think 3 Hopes. So let's go give Sneck some support. They're a very wonderful VTuber, very funny, and just totally worth your time. So, aw, Swimming Link, I miss you already too. Please go show them some love. Thank you guys for dropping by and have a wonderful, wonderful night. Love you all. Bye-bye.
I'm not reading all that. Or happy for you. Congratulations, either way. Yeah!